Are we though?
We are now. Hello, everyone. I'm like, D, we're on. We're doing. Shut up. We're on. Hi, everyone. Welcome in. More AA. Woo! Yay! Get excited.
This is where we go. Wahoo!
As you can see, there's one person missing because they decided that nature was more important than fantasy, so they're not here.
Can we take turns pretending to be?
Wow.
Sure
Yeah.
not.
No, I would kill him.
Me plays Lau. Oh, he's now very convenient. Does what he's told.
We have to make sure that everyone gets a turn first before we hand the reins across to Mia. Because you're not going to get him back once he's done.
You're not going to get a turn because he's going to be dead.
Exactly.
Lau tries to fly. Lau does not fly. Lau is now pancake.
Now jumps off 2 foot tall.
Lau decided to climb the wall. He's now dead.
Well, welcome in, everyone. Drac, congratulations on getting the front seat. Do what you want with it. It's disgusting.
I pissed all over it last time.
I'm gonna drop a dookie.
I think
and
piss is the least of the worry,
like,
I think.
a second, I need to restart my modem.
D, thank you for the resub. 26 months. It's a long time.
You're welcome.
Strawberry, hi. It's fine now. The music's fine now. Good. Zappo, hello. Cynics, thank you for the lurk. Hope your stream's going well. Judge said it's my turn with the creepy bird. It's my turn. It's my turn.
Give me the creepy bird.
Is he okay? I think he froze.
I think he auto-possessed himself.
What a steal. What an
Drac, come back.
absolute steal.
Hello, Drac.
Anyway, thanks for watching D&D. We'll be back next week.
I'm gonna do the dude a solid and just cover that up.
I like how you just like. Anyway, we're gonna. Oh wait, he's actually left now. But I like how you just closed the source. Mate,
He'll be back.
what's wrong with just letting you know that Mia's banners moved too far to the left for some reason. You didn't leave it locked in place, and now a little bit of the banner code is blocked off, and her camera is going over the thing.
But it's always been locked. I've never had to.
Anyway, well, something's happened now, and yeah, there you go. Align it with gimbal.
But it.
It's one pixel
No,
off.
not that one. It's the bottom bit. Not the source.
Yeah, I see what you're talking about.
You know
Yeah, the
what?
banner, the name banner.
No.
Okay, we know you.
Oh.
We know you're colorblind. However, this isn't a color problem.
Hey, he struggles with blues.
I struggle with a lot of things, clearly.
I'm going to take a photo and keep uploading it, but I'm going to take it from different angles. Pretend I'm different people. Excuse me, sir. This is off center.
Thank you for the assist on that.
He's blind.
I'm
like how you just
useless all over. Anyway,
You're not
while
useless.
Drax sorting
You're an
out whatever
AKDN.
he's doing, shall we start with introductions? And since I don't have my regular mod here who's doing shout-outs, I'm going to do them myself, I guess.
Like a
Isaac.
regular mode, go camping.
Hi everyone, I'm Isaac, otherwise known as Rathian. I am playing Gimbal, and he's a gnome cleric. Not really too much to say about him, apart from his mother's a whore. That's right.
That's right.
It is known.
It's canon.
Canon is law.
I hate the fact that I just nah. Anyway, D.
Hi, I'm DCG. I didn't have my afternoon nap because I was working on my car. I'm playing our lovely human bard, Remvar. I almost said gimbal for some reason. Anyway.
Gimbal's just everyone.
How long have you played this for? How long?
I'm gonna say maybe like 9 sessions, 10 sessions. It's been a while.
14.
It's been a while. Anyway, you can find me here on Twitch, like what Judge just did. I do things. I play games. Sometimes I click heads. Sometimes I'm good. Sometimes I get cranky, and that's about it.
Lovely.
I didn't have my nap.
This could be interesting then.
Yes.
And Mia.
I'm Mia. Merely Mia. I play Nori, the Triton Ranger, who has a Drake called E.
I should get my Charizard already. Mia and I can be matching.
Matchy matchy.
Bye, D.
I keep notes for the group, and you gotta say happy birthday to Isaac. It was his birthday yesterday.
Happy birthday,
Happy
Isaac.
birthday.
If it wasn't
Blinks
D&D,
and
I'd put the birthday card redeem thing on, but actually,
You missed out.
I've got that automated now, don't I? Don't I have that as it's an
Happy birthday!
Thank you. It was super awkward. I went into work the day before and they all came out and they were like, "Happy birthday, we bought you a cake." I'm like, it's actually tomorrow.
Oh no. Oh.
But
That's
thanks.
fucking hilarious. Sorry, I'm coming back. 1 second. Here we go.
I can actually do this. I ain't gonna read shit out because, usual rules, but I can put the birthday redeem back on. There you go. People can give Isaac a birthday card. No, wait, hang on. Don't do it yet.
Me.
Don't do it yet. Wait. Freaking wait.
Happy birthday.
I just realized that I've stuffed up.
It's for you.
I know. Shut up.
Happy birthday, Judge!
Happy birthday, Judge. Another year older.
Happy birthday, Raven! Can't swim.
Done.
Hi, I'm
That should be better
Drakai.
now.
I have hands and I'm waiting to be put in. I also stream sometimes, but I'm presently moving house, so the times are weird.
Times do be weird.
You can't see, but I'm nodding.
Well, no, we can't see it anything.
Sorry, I got distracted. Hi.
Are you in a Charizard Udi?
hang
Yes.
on.
Nice.
There we go. Got you in the right spot. Rar. Charizard.
Why did Charizard just hock up phlegm?
No, that was a burp.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Well, that sounded like a horrible burp.
I had Jats, cheese, and tomato for dinner. Or for you people in Victoria, Savoy. And possibly Tasmania. I don't know what they have down there.
Snow
I
and
don't know.
nothing else.
You don't know?
Jeez.
Is it Jats or Savoy?
I always grew up with little boys.
Let's say,
I'm not
Christ.
talking about cocktail frankfurts.
They were the same.
No, they're biscuits.
I'm talking about biscuits.
Oh, I thought we were talking about.
Hey, Mia, you know who else likes little boys? Dr. Disrespect.
Oh, God, no, we're not getting into that drag. No.
I thought we were talking about hot dogs.
No,
No.
but I also used to call
no.
cocktail frankfurts little boys. Anyway,
Hold on.
it's because they were small
think
and
that-
red and looked like.
Disgusting.
Red Rocket.
Anyway, moving on. Shall we get a recap happening?
Yes. Okay.
Please.
Session 13. I walk through the city. Duke got kicked out of the Mumbling Goat because he grabbed the lying dwarf bartender. 10th gang member, well-off thugs, works for the owner of the black market. Head to Trina Silkspin, the worried fur tailor, water pass, Brawley to be removed from the city. Lau was challenged to a duel. His name was Aesalorn, half-elf tank. Duke resolved conflict between Nori and Lau.
And scene.
Okay. And the ungeneralized to Duke was, yes, Duke did go into a bar and got kicked out of it. Who was it? Rembo went into the Jaguar lending and almost got fucking swindled
That's
by
right.
himself.
Classic.
Nori told Gimbal and Rambo Lau was dead. Lau, who was by himself at the time, stumbled into a cellar and he is now a god to some people. And
One person.
well, apparently there's a whole cult for him, but we find guards. The guards seem shady, and yeah, that's Duke said that. Lau broke in. No, already said that. Yeah, worried for her. Yep. Okay, now we sniffed out Lau. We found him again. I have here Duke talked to Nori about Lau being a little bitch. And then I've got West Pod is the entrance to the inner circle. Lau was challenged by the man, which we heard. Lau directed us to his cellar, leaving Remvar, who was invisible, in the city by himself. Duke talks to Lau, crushes Lau's hand collection. Lau gives Nori the spice jar. Nori still doesn't like Lau. Shrike is back in the worried fur, and Remvar is left in an alleyway doing some shady stuff.
Yeah, that's
Smelling and
that's
naughty.
pretty close.
I wrote down 3 things last session. I've got Ring of Shielding, Soul of Cow, Trina Silkspin. So I think that's
Soul of
something.
cow.
Oh wait, I
That's
didn't write down
almost-
anything.
That's almost like a haiku you got written there. Just 3 lines. Very, very good. Okay, so we've got 2 pressing points to start with here. We've either got the reunion between Shrike and Nori, or we've got whatever's happening down the dark alleyway with Remvar.
I don't want to see if Remvar gets fucked or not first.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Rembar's walking up a wall.
So, correct me if I'm wrong, but you were no longer invisible.
Rembar doesn't know that.
Yep, and there is 2 men in an alleyway that have spotted you.
Correct.
Rembar doesn't know they spotted him, but he started to walk up a wall because he saw people and he's like, it's an alleyway. 2 people. Walk up a wall.
Don't want to get in their way.
Okay, so what are you doing? Are you gonna just start walking up a wall thinking that they can't see you?
What do you mean start walking? He's already up the wall. He's already walked up the wall.
I think he
He's-
started.
Imagine this is the wall, right? This is Rembar.
Okay, so you're sideways, but you're not like up the wall. You've just gone sideways and starting to
Yeah,
Try
kind
jump.
of walk around them. Kind of walk past them, but along the wall. Oh, no, there's no this. It's constantly that.
Okay, can you give me your AC, please?
Oh,
It's 13.
13?
Yeah.
Awesome. As you go to start walking over the top, the one that you're walking straight over the top of goes, hang on a minute, Spider, come back down here. And he grabs your cloak.
Ruh-roh.
But I'm above him.
Not far enough above him that you're either going to be 30 feet up or you're going to be 15 foot up, 15 foot down. Like, what are you going to do?
I didn't think Remvar was wearing a cloak.
Or the scruff of your back of your
Something.
He
shirt or
jumped
something.
up and grabbed you.
he's like the height of a coot.
Roll for judge 4d6 and remove the lowest.
Remvar kind of just looks at his hands and then realizes, oh, fuck.
I'm seen.
I might not be invisible anymore. Because, like, you know, he's just like, he kind of just, his hands look normal. He's like, he doesn't have that, like, a little shimmery, even though he can see himself when he's invisible. But it's just like, oh, I'm more parent than transparent.
I think you might want to come down here and talk.
So Remvar kind of just like turns while on the wall, kind of just turns to the side, looking directly down at them, and kind of and just says, What do you mean talk? We are talking.
We need to talk on a level playing field, you and I. Get down here.
But we're not on a playing field. We're in an alley.
If you get stabbed, I wouldn't. I would understand.
Remember, I was been in the city all of 12 hours. About to be stabbed twice for the second time.
There's no cleric to heal you here, though.
There's no.
So you said like there's like a little bit of the scruff, right? Like what is how has he exactly got like a hold of me?
He's just holding on to like your shirt or your jacket or whatever you're wearing currently. So he's got a grip of your clothing.
Your arm that's dangling down.
My weak arm. Remember kind of just Renvar says to him, I'd rather not, and swiftly pulls out the dagger that he kind of didn't, show the guards on the way in, and cuts the bit of like cloth, like the bit of fabric off that he's like grabbing, and then kind of just does a 180 and walks up the rest of the building.
Okay. That's a solution. Just cut your hole into your own clothes.
I'm about to go back to the best bloody tailor in all of I can't remember the city's name now. Beelzebub. There we go.
Beelzebub.
Rustabar. In all of Rustabar.
I worry for the stories that you'll tell as a bard because you're going to forget half the shit.
That's the whole point of a bard story. They're not right.
Yeah.
Anyway. So yeah, Rambo kind of just
wandered up to
Baphomet and struck him down.
Anyway, Duke, not Duke, Duke. Duke the Morlack. Fuck, what's my companion again?
I am gonna make you do this one day.
Great. So anyway, he just walks up the rest of the building.
Just shot straight at the building.
Yeah. He doesn't run, he kind of just walks off. What are they gonna do? Grab him? What are you gonna do?
Stab me? The ground?
Shoots him in the head with a crossbow.
I mean,
oh, don't.
You hear a crossbow. I rolled it like.
Okay.
Sort of. It's not cocking a crossbow, is it? Like setting a crossbow. So you hear like the click.
Like yeah. So the arming of a crossbow.
It would be in your best interest, sir, if you came down here.
Hang on, I gotta look at my spells.
Fuck.
When I was looking at them, could I have like a brief description of what they looked like? Were they just ruffians?
Yeah. So
okay, cool.
They were just regular, dark clothed bandits, essentially, just hanging out in an alleyway.
Oh, they're teenagers.
Get down here!
They sound like this, yeah.
Oh, dude. Yeah, look, it's Rustabar. It's a rough area, that outer ring.
It's one rough outer ring. Ooh.
Well, since Renvar was no longer invisible, Renvar's gonna recast invisibility on himself.
Oh, okay.
This is for self-defense.
He's like a chameleon.
I'm like a spider monkey.
Correct me if I am wrong, but invisibility gives you disadvantage when people are attacking you?
Correct. No corrections.
Is impossible to see without the aid of magic or a special sense. For the purpose of hiding, the creature is heavily obscured. The creature's location can be detected by any noise it makes or any tracks it leaves. Attack rolls against the creature have disadvantage.
Mm-hmm.
And I have advantage.
That's nice.
Remember farts and nervousness.
You're going to take 8 points of damage as you've gone invisible and he's just let loose exactly where you were. I rolled a 17 and an 18 just to let you know.
How many hit points?
8.
8. Rimba's not got really good luck when he's invisible.
That's okay.
Been shot twice.
I'm guessing once the blood leaves my body, it's not invisible.
Yeah, so it's just dripping from a wound in your leg. Them legs. Your legs get wrecked.
So as Renvar gets shot, he kind of just like lets out another grunt. It's like, for fuck's sake. Ugh. It's like, how many fucking unbound weapons are there here?
Is it invisibility is a concentration spell, correct?
Yeah, so I would have broke concentration.
Not necessarily. No, I need you to roll me a concentration check.
Okay. Ah, dice.
Yes, dice.
What do I got to beat? 10?
Oh.
No, so you're going to beat... It's 10 plus the damage taken?
$18.
Is-
18.
Yeah, is it?
I think it's half the damage.
No, because we're finding out because it didn't sound too sure.
Da, 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 da.
La cucaracha, la cucaracha.
No.
Ew, that
Ew.
sounds fucked.
Brother, ugh.
Constitution saving throw. The DC equals 10 or half the damage you take, whichever is higher.
Nah, make it 18 for that burp. That was filthy.
No. Wait, so
That
it
was very much like a
it was a Constitution saving throw?
Constitution saving throw.
19.
19? Yeah, well, you beat that. What were you complaining when I was at 18? You beat it anyway.
I know, but I was working what I had to add on. If it was a flight roll, I would have been fucked.
Ooh.
Yeah. Anyway,
So you hold concentration. You are still invisible, sir.
so Remba doesn't need a zigzag. He knows a bit better than that. Kind of just like not too fast, but because he needs to like watch his step while he's partially invisible. It's nighttime-ish, so he doesn't exactly know where he's walking. So he's kind of just wants to walk still directly up, but on a bit more of an angle this time.
Yep. Just so if they shoot upwards, you're not going to still be in the line of fire.
Correct.
Yeah.
They're just guessing at this point, but I'm trying to do it well enough where I'm not like scattering, like scampering to get away, but
Yeah. To not make any noise, but still.
yeah, I'm still like in a bit of. It's like annoying. It's like, oh fuck. So I'm kind of like it's a little slight hobble, careful hobble here and there.
Did you hit him? I think I got him. Where did he go? Blast, we missed him. Lost him.
Would the arrow be sticking out of him, or did it go like straight through him?
Nah,
Well,
it
no,
goes-
it
Well,
would
but-
also be invisible now.
Ah.
The bolt becomes invisible now. That's embedded in me.
It's
so
just an arrow that's just floating as it's running up the
it's
wall.
like-
So like as Rambo kind of gets like to the top, he gets around and takes off. Like lets go of the command of Silk Step. So releases the bind from the envelope. Kind of just like has his head peered over. It's like you did get me, good shot, and puts his head back and
Okay, so
off he goes.
you're taunting them?
Oh yeah, a little bit. It's bad. Come on, leave me alone.
Okay. They head around the other side of the like going out of the alleyway. You can kind of think that they're trying to make their way back up top of the building that you're on.
Oh.
Right. So can I see where they're going, or is it more I can just hear like a tiny bit of footsteps kind
So
of?
they've left the alleyway. You're on top of the building on the alleyway. They've come out of the alleyway and down the side of the building.
Yeah. So Ranvar's still trying to look for Blau, of course, and he's on top of this building. What is my vantage point from up here? Like, am I on like a tallerish building around the alleyways, or am I kind of just like on a short king type building? It's like, oh yes, there's other giants around me.
You are.
You're trying to find an alleyway on your map, aren't you?
Better believe I am.
Yay!
So you're in between two like apartment buildings.
Right.
So they're 3 stories tall.
Okay. Now, where did this bolt hit me?
In the fleshy part of your leg.
A fleshy part of my leg.
Yes.
Did it? Is the head of the bolt like the point? Is it like did it go through to the other side? Is it kind of just in there like a piercing?
So it's stuck in you.
Ooh.
But is the head of it like is the pointy bit, the barbed, and is that out?
No, so that's where it's stuck
Fuck.
into you. Yeah.
What a conundrum.
Push it through.
Ugh.
Oh.
Well, Rimbo's kind of just now getting his bearings. It's been a while since he's looked for Lau, and obviously he hasn't heard any Lau crawl. Also, kind of realizing now that he's kind of come to his senses after he's been searching, he doesn't know where anyone else is. So Rimbo's gonna try and make his way back the best he can to Silkspin.
Yep.
Forget her name. Trainer. There we go.
So you
Worried
can
fur.
fairly easily make your way back to the worried fur. It's not too far from where you are.
Yeah, so as I do this, I'm trying to like keep an eye out for those two ruffians that were obviously trying to get me. I heard the rough. I'm guessing the rough direction they went. I'm kind of just
If you wanted to give me a stealth roll at advantage,
with advantage.
you're invisible still, aren't you?
Yes, I didn't undo that. Thank God. Oh! Okay, first roll was a 3. This one was a natural 16. So by the time we get there, yes, 19.
19? Yep.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah,
Did you
jack
say
of all
6
trades.
cents?
No, what?
What
No,
did you
16.
say?
16. Anyway, so yeah, it ended up coming to be a 19. So as stealthily as I can be with a bolt sticking out of my leg.
Ah.
Holding along.
yeah.
Ow, 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 ow.
God damn it. So yeah, Remvar just makes his way back to Trina's, not knowing where like anyone else is.
Awesome. So during this whole exchange, Nori and
Oh,
Gimbal,
like-
is it because it's you two that are at?
Gimbal was with me, yeah.
Yeah.
God, where am I?
I think you were with Lau still.
Don't worry,
I thought I
Remvar
headed
doesn't
back
know
to
where anyone is.
too.
Actually, I think he went looking for Remvar. I don't
Alright.
remember.
All right, that works.
It's either Lau or Remvar.
You're in the city somewhere.
Yeah, dealer's choice.
We'll retcon that. Wherever you want to go, that's where you were going. So Nori and Gimbal, what are you doing?
Nari is like previously. Nari was just pointing between Shrike and Gimbal and Eek and Shrike, and then she continuously pointing over and over, lack of finding the words.
Well, come on, girl, hand it over. Give me my bag back.
Nori looks at Gimbal with like wide eyes, and then hands the bag over, like holding it, and as Shrike grabs onto it, she's just kind of like not letting go.
So, what are you holding, the handle or the bag itself? What are you holding onto?
Like the handle, one of the handles.
Okay, so Shrike reaches for the bag and notices that it's not tied up as it was.
Oh, I
Did
didn't
you-
know.
Did you open this?
Nari looks down and looks at Eek and then points. Bag baby.
Bag baby. What do you mean, bag baby?
Bag baby Eek.
And his face just kind of drops. That was in the egg, wasn't it?
No, it's just
was gonna make such a good omelet.
Ooh.
I mean, what does you think the shelf life of eggs are around here?
Long.
I told
good
you
steak.
not to open the bag.
Nori just looks at Eek and then looks at Shrike. Nori. Eek.
All right. At least. Okay. Look, I'm here to help you out. I just need to get a couple of things from my storage, and I'll go out into the city.
Nori then moves behind Gimbal and pushes him forward.
Nori, very clearly taller than Gimbal.
Gimbal looks at Nori and he's like, hand me the bag, Nori.
What's going on here?
Strike Gimbal. And then pushes Gimbal forward more.
I'm after the bag, girl, not a gnome.
He is the bag.
Spread him. Prison wallet. Show it.
Oh.
Oh.
Here's your stuff.
Like son, like mother.
Ugh.
Oh.
Gimbal reaches into his pocket and pulls out a few silver pieces and looks back up at Shrike and he's like, well, we had a few complications with the bag. Perhaps this
It
would
sounds like-
suffice. And hands it, like stretches out his hand. With
Sounds
two
like the bag
pieces
went
of
through
silver.
surgery.
How much have you given him?
Two silver.
Okay, so the bag is essentially like an apartment inside. So you have trashed someone's hotel room and have now
Like
offered them
Airbnb.
20 cents as compensation.
Mm-hmm.
What is this?
Gimbal reaches into his pocket and pulls out another silver piece. How about this?
Yes.
No,
30 cents.
okay. It's money. Why is the money in my hand?
Does Gimbal have the bag at the moment, or is Nori still holding on to it?
Nori's kind of holding it like in between her and Gimbal.
Gimbal turns to Nori and he's like, perhaps you should show him the inside.
What
As
has
he,
happened?
And it takes a step back.
Nori hangs her head down and opens the bag and just holds it open like a little trick-or-treater.
Shrike steps in and disappears.
Nori shuts the bag.
Ties it up and throws it.
Well, that's
Drowns
the
it
end of
under
this
the
chapter.
water. Yeah. Nori then hands the bag to Gimbal.
What now?
That's not my dog barking.
That's mine.
Nori
Gimbal,
then goes to that silk that old lady's been like cleaning and then wraps herself in it to hide from Shrike.
Just spins herself around.
Yeah.
Gimbal approaches Nori. Nori, it seems like you've had a deal with this man. I don't think I should particularly get involved here. It seems like you two know each other. You're trying to throw me under the bus, it seems, as he hands back the bag.
Gimbal smart.
Nori's wrapped up in a cocoon. She says, No, Gimbal Shrike now.
Gimbal opens the bag and kind of calls in. Mister, are you in there?
So are you calling in or are you like putting your head
Yeah,
I'm
in?
just,
What
like-
are you?
Just speaking into the bag hole.
Okay. You don't hear anything.
He's dead.
Gimble's gonna place the bag on the floor, and then he's gonna squeeze inside.
Oh.
The second that your ears pass over into the next room, there is just an immense amount of yelling, wailing, screaming as there's this man that's just running around, just bawling his eyes out over all of this stuff that was once his that has now been destroyed. Swearing his head off. What the fuck happened? It's all gone. Years of collecting things and it's all just, it's gone.
Gimble
Whoops.
walks over to Shrike and like tugs on the bottom of his jumper, and he's like, sir, I told you there'd been a few problems.
How heavy are you, Gimble?
I don't have an exact number. but
10,000
I'm
stone.
gonna
It's about 3 pebbles.
Doesn't matter. I rolled really well.
Oh.
He picks you up and sort of holds you against a wall. You did this.
My heavens, no! I would never. And then he kind of like leans in close to Shrike and is like, "It was the fish girl."
Fucking
I thought you two were tight.
For real, not a homie.
She did this. Can you give me?
Well, I actually,
Okay.
you see, it was.
I want you to either give me a deception or perception or persuasion, whichever one you believe.
He perceives that it's not a good time to talk.
So if Gimble genuinely believes that this is something that Nori did, roll persuasion. But if you're trying to, throw Nori under the bus along with you, then give me a deception roll.
I rolled persuasion and it was a 9.
Ooh, okay. Of course she did. I shouldn't have left her with this.
Don't be
I
so
thought-
hasty though. You see, there was a crow, and then there was a fish, and then there was a fireball.
What?
It was a lot.
Wait, start from the start. A fireball and a fish and a bird, and he like just puts you down in front of him. What do you? Start from the start.
Well, you see, we're coming into the city, and I'm sure you saw when you came in that they check your weapons.
They do what?
Kimble looks at Shrike. Does he have any weapons on him?
Oh yes. He has
Kimble-
two rather ornate looking short swords at his hip.
Oh.
Kimble pauses
feel-
and takes a step back. How?
I feel like the city's government's as good as Victoria's.
How did you bring those in as he's pointing at the swords?
Let's just say I'm not used to using the front door.
Hey, yo.
Shrike hits it from the back.
Gimble puts up his arm and it's about crotch level for a high five.
Look, it was Mr. Shrike, wasn't it?
Yes.
Look, Mr. Shrike, it's a long story, but it seems like you have information that might be valuable to our party. Perhaps we could strike a deal.
I thought I already have. Aren't I already helping you get into the black market?
Was he helping us get into the black market?
Apparently.
Kimble questions himself out loud.
Yeah. The old lady.
Trina
got it.
brought him in.
Yeah.
Perhaps we could rediscuss our deal.
Mm-hmm.
You share the information on how you bring weapons into the city. and I'll compensate you handsomely for the bag and for the information.
You gave him 2 silver pieces.
He
What are
knows you're not
you?
rich.
What are you going to offer me that you haven't already taken away from me?
Oof.
Yo.
Gimbal pulls out the hammer of Gond, and he shows it to Shrike, and he says, "You see this?
Deal.
I'm
I'll take it.
no, no." As he yanks the hammer away. Not the hammer as such, but the things that this hammer can create. Gond's bless me. You see, I'm a cleric of Gond. I can craft wondiferous magical things with this.
Worth how much?
As much as your heart desires, sir. As he reaches into his pocket and pulls out a few gold pieces. Or I could just pay you off.
Beat him off, did you say?
Or suck him off? Gimbal.
Just doing what his mother taught him.
Mm.
Ooh. What do you want?
I want information. I want to know how you brought those weapons into the city.
He picks up one of the gold coins from your hand, puts it in front of your face and goes, "This," and then puts it back in your hand.
Mhm.
You put money into the right people's hands, you can get or get to anywhere.
Fair enough, Gimbal kind of sighs, hoping it would be more.
He kind of has a bit of like a faraway gaze as he kind of like says he can get anywhere. And he kind of shakes it off and looks at you again.
Look, I really don't want any trouble here. What's the damage for the housing? I'd happily pay it back.
Did you see what I had in here?
I've had the wrong damage.
Gimbal shakes his head. All I saw was a smouldering wreckage of what happened.
He sniffs back another little sob as you said smoldering wreckage. I had everything in here.
Not everything. You're still alive, aren't you?
You're such a good persuader.
Ah!
Yeah.
He wasn't even there when it was on fire. Like, there was no harm to him.
Years of things that I had acquired that I stored in here that I thought my protege would keep safe for me. Clearly, I was wrong.
I mean, I don't know much about Nori, so I can't really say. Maybe your judgment of her was bad. Look, whatever. It happens. But
Wow.
there must be more your heart desires. I'm sure our party could help you out with really whatever you needed. There's got to be something that we can do.
Look, I just want to settle my debt and get out of here. This thing's
Debt,
worthless
go
now.
on.
Womp womp.
Well, I
Who's
owe a
your debt
favor.
to?
I owe a favor to Trina. That's why I'm here helping you lot. You think I do this out of the
Oh.
goodness of my own heart?
Sounds good. Then you help us and you leave.
Great. All right. Just let me see if something didn't burn. Get out of here.
How do you leave the bag? Is there a door?
There's a door.
Yeah.
How do I
I'm
leave
stuck in the
the
bag.
How do I leave the bag? Yes.
Hmm.
Duke, while this is all going on, where are you? What
Yeah.
are you doing?
I think I left Laos and I'm starting to walk sort of through the side streets towards Trina's.
Okay. As you're heading back towards Trina's, out of an alleyway, run two undesirable looking fellas,
Ah,
one holding a crossbow, half concealing it, but mainly just trying to get out of there to run around the side of the building. We'll get him around the other side.
Excuse me, friends.
Oh, God.
Who do you seem to be after?
No time, shove off. And they like go to push past you.
I don't budge. I'd like them to roll a strength check.
Come on, nat 20.
Oh, where are my dice? All right, let's get my
Yeah, well, I mean, I got one of those numbers, and you can't roll the 0.
Hold on, I got a natural 19. Where's my character sheet?
Dude, I rolled a 2. It's fine.
Oh, okay.
He just wants to flex his numbers.
There's a 27 save. So they've gone to kind of shove past you. You haven't moved, and they've kind of like bounced off you and just are now walking around you and starting to move past you.
I grab the guy who's poorly concealing the crossbow. I grab the arm that's holding the crossbow. What do we have here? That looks like an unbound weapon to me.
And you'll get a closer look if you don't let go. Now move.
I wrench his arm out. He's like, no, I think I'll take a closer look myself.
So what are you attempting to do?
Just reveal his weapon.
Yep. Judge needs new dice. I mean, I got them specially made by one of the players here, so I mean, they're obviously doing what they should do.
You hear that, Mia? He needs more microwave. I mean, perfectly balanced dice.
perfectly balanced, of course.
Perfectly balanced, like all ovens do.
Sorry, I took that somewhere else.
All right, so you're trying to basically pull his arm out of whatever he's half concealing to show that he's got this weapon.
Yeah.
Give me a strength check.
All right. Fuck off. Perfectly balanced, like all things are. 8.
8, including bonuses?
Yeah.
Oof.
Dude.
Yeah.
Okay. His arm doesn't move, so he's still kind of got it half in his jacket.
Yeah.
I said let go and shove off.
I'll let you go as soon as I get some information. I'm after people with a specific tattoo, an S with 3 lines through it.
So the arm moves as he twists the arm and holds the crossbow now underneath your chin. A tattoo like this, as he's kind of showing off his under his arm as well.
Cool. I'd like to let my back friend out.
It's on the floor.
Have you taken any damage? Have you done anything in order to get angry?
Fair.
You got kicked out of the bar.
Now, while this was happening,
Get upset dearly.
while this was happening, was Remvar heading in that direction? Like, was Duke coming from trainers or?
No, he was
from Laos.
Okay, okay. So Remvar's just having a hobbling time.
Okay, all right. Since I can't activate my back scratchy, I will channel divinity, conquering presence.
Ooh.
The torches around, if there are any, they sort of seem to unnaturally dim. My eyes go from like these bloodshot dark brown to pure black as I look him dead in the eyes and say, "Do it. Pull the trigger. See what happens."
He kind of nervously looks at his friend. His friend looks at him.
They need to make a wisdom saving throw.
13. Of 13?
Is it the skater's S? Yes.
Judge,
so there's 3 extra lines.
my sheet is wrong. I just realized that's my I've been attacking incorrectly the whole time, according to the book.
What book?
What did you do wrong?
Everything.
So send me a picture and I can show.
Well,
see
I've changed it now, but I just looked up the damage and everything for the rapier, and I wasn't even rolling the correct dice. So
Lol.
Okay.
Funny guy.
I mean, that isn't the worst thing that you could have been getting wrong.
but the attack bonus was wrong.
That's all right.
Okay.
That's the only thing that's wrong. I'm just going through. I was like, huh, and then I looked and I was like, oh,
So the guy that's not holding the crossbow starts like tugging on his friend. Get out of here, dude. We've got.
I've still got this guy's arm too. I haven't
Yeah.
let go at all.
So you got the crossbow dude. The other dude's like holding onto his friend's shirt. Like, come on, let's get out of here. The guy with the crossbow, who kind of he's not feared, but he's feeling a little bit scared. He's like, I'll give you one more chance, friend. Just leave.
Where's your base of operations? And then maybe you will get to walk the rest of your life.
Oof.
What's your AC?
16.
16. I'm
Please
gonna
tell me
say.
this hits.
Sorry.
Please tell me this hits.
So it doesn't hit, but I'm going to say because it's in such close proximity, it's going to graze you at least.
Yeah.
So not enough to do damage, but at that sort of range, I mean, you can't miss when you got a crossbow held to here.
Yeah.
But
it's enough to make him annoyed.
No, what I really wanted, I wanted him to hit, it just go clean through, get stuck, and me continue on.
As I was saying, where?
Where is your base of operations?
He just starts looking like a bulldog. He's like,
Adrian!
So it's kind of like, as he's pulled the trigger, it's kind of like jerked to the side and kind of just grazed your
Cool.
face.
I would like to make an attack.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Ideally, I want to sort of twist his arm in a way that it breaks, but I'm also happy just to punch him depending on the damage I deal. So 24 to hit.
Yep.
Or do I have spells? Oh, I do. I want this guy alive though.
Maybe.
Sorry, I need to unpack my other dice. Like with that break,
Cry.
that break you have to take to like unwrap before you continue. It's biggest buzzkill. D8. I rolled an 8, so that's 12 points of damage. Can I break
12?
his arm?
Yep. You can break his arm.
Nice.
break his arm off. Is this the tattoo we're looking for?
So were you holding him like?
Yeah, I was holding him
or-
like at the like mid wrist. So I just sort of, if he shoots and the recoil goes, I twist the other way.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So everyone who is there, the three of you, just hear this crack snap as this bone just breaks. His arm just kind of goes at like a 90-degree angle.
Like that Harry Potter scene.
But it's more.
Accio bomb.
Oh.
Except the fact that it's broken, like it's done.
Do you want to roll initiative? Or can I have my way? What
well, it's
stage
still-
are we at?
It's technically still your turn.
Oh,
Can I have
cool.
my way?
Okay, I'll roll up a second attack.
Mhm.
I want to like wrench on the arm and kick his knee in. I promise this guy is not going to walk for the rest of his life. So
I gotta follow through.
does a 9 hit? Oh, damn. I should have went for the knee first.
Should went for the balls.
Yeah.
So your little captive just screams as you've just busted his arm. It is nighttime, so it's fairly quiet at the moment, and there's now just a blood curdling dude screaming.
Does Renvar hear this?
His friend is piss bolted. Like he's scared. He's done. He's off. He's gone. It is now just the two of you.
Oh, lovely. Is he putting up a fight? His turn, my turn.
You can have another turn because he's a little bit shocked by what just happened.
Cool. All right. I really need to like multi-class into fighter to get maneuvers. I'm gonna go for the knee again. I'm not gonna use Mia's dice. I'm gonna use the critical roll die.
Wow, fuck you.
Get your dice at.
Criticalroll.com.
Ouch. If they sponsor me,
17.
sure.
Yeah, right. 17.
17 to hit.
Yeah.
That hits.
And 9 damage.
9 damage. Yep. So you're attacking his knee.
Yeah, I basically you know how dogs walk?
On 4 legs.
Yeah.
No, like how their back legs work.
Uh-huh.
That's how I want him to walk. Forever.
Right. So with that, you don't do that, but you certainly mess his leg up. So it's not broken, but yeah,
He's ruptured his ACL.
He's gonna struggle to walk.
Lovely. I do that and I let go of his arm so he falls down.
Oh, he can't even catch himself.
He can try.
He falls to the floor. Crossbow clatters to the ground. You can see in the buildings, because they are residential, like I said, you can see some flickering of a light start going in the top windows.
Yeah. I sort of, is he face down or like okay,
Face
is
down,
he on his
ass up?
belly or on his back?
He's face down, so he's landed, gone to like brace himself, clearly not being able to do that with a broken arm, and has kind of just fallen on his face.
I kneel down, but I put my knee on like right below his glute, so it like pushes on the hamstring of the healthy leg,
Ooh.
so he can't move anywhere.
Yep.
And I lean down and I say, "You can still walk. My promise hasn't been fulfilled, but you can still give information. Which will it be? Your legs or information?"
I'll tell you anything. Just let me live.
Where is your base of operations?
Base of operations.
Where does
Please.
your organization work from?
Oh God, it hurts so much.
Fucking passes out, I swear to God.
Someone goes in
What?
way too freaking hard on this. Like, come on.
Hey, I'm like first year Batman, bro.
You haven't found the happy medium yet.
Yeah. I just go fucking crunching jaws and expecting them to talk after.
Too much? Too much?
That's why you never start with the head. Everything gets so fuzzy.
The boss is in the black market. I just
Me just writing this down. Duke is scary.
What's your boss's name?
You don't get a
Okay.
response.
Ah, for fuck's sake.
He's too scared.
I sort of pull his head up and like check to see if his eyes are open.
They're open. They're very like they're not whatever the word is, you
Coordinated?
yeah.
What? They're glossed over.
It's
No,
just kind of like
they're
this.
just unfocused. So
Okay.
he's blinking, he's still conscious.
I snap my fingers Stay with me. What is your boss's name?
Jingle, jingle, jingle.
Moneybags.
Now, one final piece of information, and this one is the most important. What crimes are you guilty for?
All of them.
How long have I got left before I pass out?
Start from the most heinous, and we'll work down.
I'm bottom of the barrel. I'm just a thief.
Have you killed anyone?
No.
Assaulted?
Yes.
You've stolen?
Yes.
You
Ask him.
understand?
I shot
Ask him who is assaulted.
I shot a man just half hour ago.
Duke's like, that's fucking Remember, I know.
Wait, was this man walking on the wall?
Invisible, walking up a wall. Yeah, I know the guy. Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny that. Huh. Second time in 12 hours. Crazy. Duke says, you understand for these crimes you must be punished.
His eyes are unfocusing again, and he's losing consciousness.
I sort of give him a light smack on the cheek. Do you understand?
How dare you touch my Rembo?
My sweet baby boy.
Not only I can touch him.
This is why your dad didn't trust Duke.
Dr. Disrespect!
Hey, Rembar's of legal age, thank you. Consenting?
Ugh.
Yeah, anyhow. Do I get
So
an
you're trying
answer?
to like slap him around to try and
Yeah.
brighten him up?
Yeah.
What have you asked him?
Does he understand that he is going to be punished for the crimes?
So in holding his head, you kind of feel his head move as if he's trying to like nod.
Perfect. Fear not. You may live through the process. I let his head go. I stand up. I start with the healthy arm first, and I stomp on his hand until it
Ooh.
stops cracking.
Oh
Filthy
god.
dog.
He lets out a scream that's abruptly stopped as he then passes out.
Yeah. Once that hand stops cracking, I go to the other hand on the broken arm. I do the same.
He won't feel that.
That's fine. And
When he wakes up, he will.
So I'm just needing to check something. Duke.
Is it
or
Drax mental health?
Paladin, right. Okay, that's all right. Continue.
yeah. Hey, this oddly still itches my oaths, so
No, I know. Don't worry. I am fully aware.
and then I look at his legs. I know that he's given me information, and I leave the legs alone. He gets to walk.
With one leg.
Oh,
But since I don't have a weapon to cut his hands off, well, let's just break all the bones. So now they will look like Harry Potter Chamber of Secrets.
Ooh. So there's movement in the two apartment blocks now. You can hear people moving around. Lights are flickering between windows as people are waking up at the sound of now another potentially it's different man screaming, because it sounds different because he's now got like a damaged face and half like passing out, now fully passed out, but yeah.
I leave the crossbow near his body. The evidence of my self-defense visible, and I walk away.
Whistling as you
did
go.
you just
Yeah.
did you just cut yourself?
No, he shot
Wait,
me.
no, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, the self-defense.
It was self-defense.
I'm not above that.
Things to do when visiting Drac.
Whack, you hit
book
me.
him into psychologist.
Hey, so long as you're paying.
Make him pay / New South Wales government.
All right, so you're gonna head back to.
Yeah, I'll continue my walk to Trina's.
Yep. Okay, so we're just gonna say that everyone finds their way back there for the night.
I mean, like, Rambo was hobbling along. Duke would have been happily pacing at the massacre he just did on this one person.
You're invisible
That's right. Renvar forgot he was invisible again.
again.
And dunk. Dunk. It's like blood dripping down. He's like, someone walks past. It's like, did that puddle just appear? Huh?
It's more of a leisurely stroll.
Renvar
So-
hobbling along.
He's like, I deserve this.
Duke's actually on the other side of the block compared to what you are, Renvar. So you'll probably get back there before Duke
Two
would,
shits in a night.
would get anywhere close to the shop.
Renvar opens the door, still invisible.
Yep. So Nori, you're there wrapped up in
Cocooned.
silk.
Renvar being careful not to like get blood over anything, kind of just sits down and like lets out a sigh of relief and becomes uninvisible.
Nori speaks out. She goes, "It's not Trike."
No, that's Renvar.
Nori uncocoons herself and peeks out.
Renvar's like got kind of like what I'm like right now is like head back, eyes closed, kind of just like in pain. Still hasn't taken the bolt out. It's still there.
Nori walks over to Renvar with his eyes closed and everything. She sees the bolt stuck through him, and Shrike has obviously taught her how to deal with
Oh,
bolts
no.
going in the wrong thing. So she
Renvar's not
just-
really paying attention because he's lost a little bit of blood, and he
just-
didn't really hear Nori walk over.
She shoves the bolt through the rest of his leg, snaps it, and then pulls it like out.
And then
Renvar is welcome.
What the fuck? Nori!
It's another 4
Renvar-
damage there, Renvar. Thank you.
Yep, I'll pull that in first happily. Renvar kind of just like after it's been like after the shock and everything of basically being shot again. Reaches down, like puts his hands on the back of the car. What'd you do that for?
You hear this
Renvar
banging
is
of
free.
wood on wood as you hear from upstairs. Shut up! Your guest's here. Shut up! Shut up!
Renvar's just like, do you have something to wrap on my leg?
As he says that, Gimbal pops back up out of the bag.
What a sight to come back to. Renvar bleeding, Nori with the bolt
The
bloody in her
crossbow
hand.
bolt in her hand.
Duke opens
Gimbal
the
like
door.
looks between both of them and he's like, I don't want to know, and just walks over to Remvar, places his hand over the bolt hole that has now been pushed through, and casts Cure Wounds on him.
This would be about the right time that you then have Duke walking in.
Duke opens
Yep.
the door.
Oh,
big,
thank you.
big smile, ear to ear.
As
I've
he
had
walks through the door,
the best
Renvar,
night.
as he says that, Renvar's vomiting. Renvar vomits from the pain.
This
Remvar
poor
takes
woman's shop.
14 points of healing.
14 points of healing, and he's back on board, baby.
Duke's just staring at Remvar in the puke and goes, "You were the guy he shot."
Did you meet the guy who shot me?
Yeah, I broke his hands and maybe his knee.
Yeah, that's fair enough. He's still in pain, but it's like, oh, yep. At least tell me you can kind of walk.
He might be able to. Maybe like a hobble. I'm not
You can roll down the street.
Yep.
I take things off, not fix them.
Was he anyone important? Well, anyone of interest?
No, but I did get a location and a name. There.
To what? A bakery?
No, their hideout. Oh, not their hideout. Their base is in the black market.
Oh.
Their boss's name is Moneybags. I think it must end with a $sign.
Money
That's
bags.
what I thought.
If not, then
Remember, kind of just as money bags, like the food. Remember, like kind of not being around normal like everyone else because he's the variant human. We have a food called money bags. He's like the food, and everyone's kind of just confused now.
Duke looks at him. I guess. I don't know.
So it is a bakery.
Gimbal walks over to Nori.
Money bags in a bakery.
I don't know. Sometimes.
A Vietnamese one, probably.
Yeah. Sorry, Gimbal.
Gimbal walks over to Nori and pulls her to the side, and he's like, "Nori, seems like you and that man have some history. I tried talking to him, but I don't think I particularly helped. He's very upset. I think it'd be best if you talk to him. I know you're scared, but..."
She looks over at Duke. And then she looks back at Gimbal. Duke deal with?
Gimbal shakes his head. Not Nori. You should really talk to him. His whole life was in that bag. He's extremely upset. I think it'd be best if you did it. As he kind
You
of
deal with Lao. Duke can deal with Shrike.
He's got nothing else to destroy.
Duke walks over and goes, "What am I dealing with now?"
He's riding this high of just like crushing this dude's hand. He's like, what am I doing now? Where are we going? What am I doing?
Gimbal gives Nori like the disappointed father look, and he's like, "Nori."
Nori huffs, then she makes her way over to the bag and steps in.
Duke looks down at Gimbal and says, "What did I miss?
Hey man, what happened?
I'm having such a good night.
I hope my kids don't ruin it for me.
I come home and you're doing this?"
This is why I don't come home. I'm going to get milk.
What's Eek doing during all this exchange?
He's just kind of like curled up on a pile of the fabrics, asleep.
Trying
Okay.
not to become strike steak.
Yeah. Staying out of the fucking way.
So Shrike is seated on the end of what was once the bed,
The bed.
and just has his head in his hands, just sitting there.
$10. Nori's like, "There was this bird called Lao."
This little shithead. Nori just kind of awkwardly like stands there, twiddles her thumb, looks towards the door, and she's like, "If I stay in here for long enough, Gimbal will think I did it, and then I can leave."
Is that what you're going to do?
She's just gonna stand there for a little bit, so it seems like she did something.
Okay. Well, Shrike hasn't noticed you come in. He's just sitting there with his head in his hands, just like...
My question is, do I see the fish?
The fish.
The fish. I had fish.
No, they'd...
You smell something nice.
Smells like home.
This place, like, charred. Like, it's... They'd be
But I
gone.
don't have my fish. Would I see like my metal stuff still?
Yeah.
No, Nori picks up the metal rose that that man of Gimbals gave her, and she
It's
walks
black,
over
it's
and
covered in soot now. It's not as shiny as it once was.
she walks over and places it on Shrike's hand. Well, on his lap, I guess.
What's this?
Nori, sorry.
Why did you do it?
Nori didn't do it. Nori sacrificed body to protect.
What? But the gnome said that it was you.
Nori Nori, help friend. Friend, no help Nori. And then, boom.
So you were betrayed by a friend.
Nori was betrayed by you. You left Nori.
Shrike had to leave. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here now.
Shrike left paper that Nori could not read.
And that's why you opened the bag?
Nori nods her head.
Right. Because I was meant to teach you stuff. That's right. Yeah, okay, that's my bad.
Whoops.
Ugh.
It all
Somehow
circles around to you.
I'm now dealing with the consequences of my own actions here.
Mhm.
Nori, I am not a nice person.
Nori is not a nice person either.
You seem okay. You haven't made mistakes like I have.
Nori has killed many men since coming to land.
Even more in water.
She has. She freaking has. What's Nori's kill count currently?
I think it is 15.5.
Christ. Really?
Nori wanted to save friends.
It's very noble of you, Nori. Shrike has... Why am I talking third person? I have not been very good. I lie, I cheat, I steal. I use people.
Shrike used Nari.
Yep. Was it wrong? Yep.
Shrike was first person Nori found on land. Shrike helped Nori on land. Shrike good somewhere.
I only did it to further my own goals.
Nori forgives you.
Aw. Ah. You're too good of a person, Nori. What are you doing here?
Nori wants to find home. Nori wants people to be home. Nori is looking.
Why are you so far inland? Your home is in the water.
That is no Nori home. Nori was left, abandoned. Nori was nothing. Nori at least is something. If it is bad, Nori will be it. But Nori is not nothing here.
Don't follow what I do, Nori. See what it gets me?
Nori gave Shrike new start.
Got rid of the old, bring in the new. There we go.
Just burn it.
Start again. Once I'm done here helping you lot, I'll be gone again. I can't stay here. Just as I couldn't stay in Alderloft. Me and cities, we don't work well together.
Nori understands. Is there like remains of like any sort of book, like any paper at all?
Give me a investigation roll.
Okay. Investigation. That would be a 14.
14. There is a page you can get that's kind of, it's burnt, but it's still a piece of paper.
Nori walks over to the paper, picks it up, and then brings it back to Shrike. Shrike can teach Nori now.
Oh. Oh. Alright,
Yeah,
kiddo.
the soda streams. Is yours just water?
Yeah.
Mine's lemonade.
Oh, you fucking bougie bitch.
How dare you use the thing for what it actually is?
How dare you not be poor?
It's like it's like $7 for flavoring.
Ooh.
Yeah. Exactly.
Hey, look, that $7 makes like many drink.
Many drinks. Make many
you
drinks.
Many
You spend
drink.
another $20 to get bubbles, and that makes many more drink. Mate, $20 for bubbles.
All right, kiddo. Look, while I'm here, I'll read you a book.
Nori pats Shrike back, and now I'm speaking broken. Nori pats Shrike back and then sits up on what was the bed, and then crosses her leg. Shrike can still be good.
Aww. All right, thus we're going to leave the night. Everyone else happy to go to sleep? Yep.
Do I not sleep?
Huh?
Do I not sleep?
Pretty sure you sleep.
Oh, nice.
Happy
Okay,
to sleep.
I don't.
You don't do a lot of things like eat, breathe, feel,
Poop.
Oh my god.
leave people still able to walk away from things. So Gimbal, during the night, you hear the clanging of a hammer on an anvil again, but it sounds like there's multiple hammers against multiple anvils, and it's almost rhythmic. That it's like tink 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 tink. So it's just constant, just tinking of hammer and anvil.
Dun-dun, 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 dun-dun.
Diggy hole.
Do I wake up to the sound, or is it just coming through my sleep, but I'm still
It's
sleeping through it?
Kind of like in your dreams sort of thing. So yeah, it's not loud enough for it to be like it's gonna keep you awake, but it's enough so that it's in your dreams. If you're dreaming about anything else, there's still the noise in the background of hammer meeting anvil.
Oh, it's like when you
People, stop it. Clang.
Or that.
Jesus.
All right. And we want to take a break, or are we good to keep going, or
I was gonna get beat.
Let's take a break.
quick fiver? All right, we'll take a
Yeah.
5-minute break, everyone, and we will come back to it.
Ciao, ciao.
And we're back.
Hello.
Everybody is sufficiently snacked, watered, emptied.
Peed.
Yes.
Wedded.
All right. Morning breaks.
Why did the morning break?
Because Duke
Why
got
did
his
it
hands
break
on
when
it.
it didn't?
Ah, that sounds about right.
Duke's like the fucking sun.
Tell me what you know, son.
Disrespect your surroundings.
Wow.
Wow.
Wabafet.
Okay, Gimbal. That hammering was going on all night. You've woken up and you can still faintly hear it in your head.
So I would say Gimbal's probably woken up earlier than the rest of the party while everyone's still sleeping. He is a older man, so he gets up early.
Yeah, I know.
As he gets out of bed and he still hears this sound, is it coming from like a specific direction that he could discern, or is it all around?
It appears to be similar to when it happened back in Alderloft, where it was almost a radar for you. That as you kind of turned around, the position that the sound was coming from changed.
So Gimbal's gonna he does a bit of a sweep around to find the direction, and he's gonna leave the shop and he's gonna start wandering the streets following the sound.
I'm gonna follow him.
Oh, you would be awake.
No, I was standing outside, so I'll just follow him.
Gimbal, are you wanting Duke to come along?
Gimbal doesn't say anything. He realizes that Duke's following, but he's so, I guess, entranced with the sound and, I guess his connection to Gond that he doesn't really think of anything else.
He's trying to tug alone, Duke. Trying to find some him time.
All right, go.
This is gonna make me millions. So you start heading south, as that's the direction that the noise is coming from. You pass houses and blocks of apartments. No one is awake yet. It is still early morning. There's a couple of bakeries that you pass that have at least started sort of baking their fresh bread of a morning. And as you get closer, you cross over into the next district. And you come across a large but familiar looking building, which you can hear rather loud now, the sound of hammer meeting anvil.
Is this like an open building where, it's... I guess what I'm asking is, are there doors that are closed, or is it open to the point where you can see inside from the street?
So it's closed off, but there's windows, and you can see the light of the forge coming through the windows. A big smokestack is up that's letting a whole bunch of heat and smoke rise.
Gimbal opens the door and kind of sticks his head through. He doesn't fully go in, but he sticks his head through and observes the inside before fully going in.
So they're rather large doors. So think similar to what the forge in Alderloft was, but it's a lot bigger. So you've pushed these massive doors open, and inside there are just a series of forge setups. So tables and anvils, racks of forge equipment. Along walls, there's just ingots and sheets of metal and different rods that people are wandering past and grabbing particular different colored pieces of steel. It's a rather busy place at the moment. You've got a lot of people running around.
So as you go in, is there I wouldn't really say a reception, but is there someone at the door watching who comes and goes?
No, there is not.
So Gimbal's gonna just open the door and walk in and find an empty forge to slot himself into. still kind of, I guess, entranced by this sound and the visions.
This feels comfortable to you. It's you've found us a space that is gnome sized. What do you wish to do?
I'm looking around this forge. Is it tied to any specific religion? Like, is there Gondian symbols adorning any of these forges, or is it just a general forge?
You see a lot of cog imagery around the inside of this building. Duke, are you going inside or are you hanging out the front?
Yeah, I'll go inside.
Yep.
Like a bodyguard.
I just sort of walk inside, take a look around,
Oh fuck.
and just sort of.
Not in here, thank you, Rembar.
No, I forgot. I
This is
needed
a place
to
of God,
change my
thank
battery.
Yeah. No phones in Class D.
Fuck you.
Cuts the cord.
Exactly the
Um,
response you would have given in school as well.
Yeah. I follow Gimbal to wherever he goes.
All right, Gimbal, what are you going to do?
So now I'm slotted into the forge. Gimbal looks around and notices Duke. Looks up at him and he's like, "Oh, Duke, what are you doing here?"
What's going on, buddy?
Well, I was just gonna work alone, but since you're here, maybe you could give me a hand. And Gimbal points at an iron ingot that's sitting next to the forge. Can you hand me that, please?
I pass him the iron ingot.
Would there be some leather strapping around that I could pick up as well?
Yep.
Did
There's
you say
basically-
strapping?
Strapping.
Did you say strap in or strap on?
We'll see how this turns out. It could be either. So along the walls where I was saying that there's the different ingots and sheets of metal and rods and that kind of thing, there's a lot of different materials. So it's all really well organized. So anything that you would need to create something, there's a spot for that particular material.
Oh, organization.
Gimbal grabs the leather strapping, places it on the anvil next to the ingot, draws his hammer of Gond, and as he swings it, I guess picture this in slow motion. As it swings, this banging or tinging sound gets louder and louder. And as the hammer collides with the anvil, his vision goes completely dark, but he sees a set of red glowing eyes adorned with 2 horns on the top. And as he strikes it, he hears this sound, not so much like a scream, but it's like, I guess, like a huffing sound. Like, think of a big cow, I suppose. The hammer connects, and there's like a flash of bright light. And on the anvil, there is now 2 gauntlets. They're like, I guess, metal plate gauntlets connected by straps of leather. Not totally covering the hands, but they're like patchy. So you've got strips of metal above each finger, above the hand, and it kind of stretches up to about halfway up the arm, I suppose.
So this has gone on for probably a good hour or so. Duke, you're just watching Gimbal just do his work. As he's doing this, though, everyone else around the forge is starting to slow down and take notice of this new player in the midst that's just walked in, set himself up, and started working away. More and more people stop what they're doing and start paying more attention to this gnome that's clearly comfortable in what he's doing. Over this hour, is there anything you're wanting to do, Duke?
No, just help and watch, really.
Yep. Okay. Gimbal, keep going.
So the gauntlets. I mean, while the hand's warm, right? So as the gauntlets have finished, Gimbal reaches down and places his hands on them, and his vision goes black again. But this time he sees flashes of Duke, and his adventures so far with Duke and what's happened. His
What
vision
Duke
then
doing?
nothing specifically. It's like just flashes of imagery. It goes too fast to really discern what's actually happening. But as his vision fades back in, he knows that these gloves, not necessarily made by him, it's more Gond connecting through him, wanted Duke to have these gauntlets. So he reaches down, turns around, looks at Duke, and just, without saying anything, extends these gauntlets out to him.
Duke takes them. He looks at Gimble and goes, Are you Jesus Christ? Are you Jesus Christ?
No, I'm gone.
He says, Are you sure?
Gimbal just gives a stern nod. Absolutely sure.
Are they plate? Like, what are they? Sorry, I missed the description.
Aw.
So they're plate gauntlets strapped together by leather.
Cool. He fixes them, flexes his hands. Thank you.
Strangely, they fit really, really well.
Nice. Like a. Yeah, nice.
It's like,
The metal plating on the top has kind of like a is almost embossed, you know, like a little bit raised. Some parts of it are a bit textured where other parts are smooth, which kind of look as though it's a bit like the patches on the outside of a cow. They're kind of like, yeah.
Duke stares at them for like 5 minutes. You know, in Batman in the Arkham series, where he just stares at a new gadget, rotating it constantly. Duke does that for 5 minutes. And goes, how did you make these?
you were just there the whole hour.
It came to me in a dream.
They feel special, like not ordinary plate armor. Is this a Gond thing?
Like as Duke says Gond, a huge smile like washes across Gimbal's face, and he nods eagerly, and he's like, "Yes, friend, it was divine intervention."
Thank you.
While Duke is looking at his gauntlets, looking around this forge, can I approach another of the forges that have this Gondian logo on them?
Mm-hmm. You got to kind of like weave past people that are just staring at you to get to another forge.
Hello, friend. It's good to see another Gondian. It's been a long time. I'm starting to lose that sense of home. Do you perhaps have a minute to talk?
You're talking to a young halfling girl who just collapses.
Kimber's like, I've not had this effect on women ever.
Gimbal's like, I got it from my mother.
Can I do a medicine check on her?
Yep.
There's my D20. That's a 13.
13. You can tell that she's out of breath, like she forgot to breathe for the last who knows how long, it's just passed out.
Gimbal like lets out a sigh of relief and like gently taps her face. Girl, are you okay?
It's all right, we'll look after her. And a dwarf walks up and kind of half drags her off to the side. It's not to this extreme, but she does this often. It's too
Perhaps you can
involved in
help
her
me
work.
then. Perhaps you can help me then, sir. Are you a fellow disciple of Gond?
You may say that. I am the high priest here.
This is church.
Gimbal's like,
Perfect,
I want a church girl.
Do you perhaps have a moment? I've got a few questions.
Just let me sort this one out here, and I'll be right with you. As he not entirely ceremoniously, just like drags off this girl off to the side and puts her onto a chair and sort of points at a couple others that are standing around to sort of look after as he comes back and to talk to you.
So Gimble's gonna recount his vision of this great forge to the man. In a deep detail, I can't really remember, forgive me. But I know it was a big forge adorned by a cog symbol on the top.
So this is the vision you had back in Alderloft?
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you perhaps know of this place?
Friend, who are you?
My name is Gimble Switchthorn. I was originally from Alderloft. My parents run a workshop there. I was trained by... What was his name?
Iron something.
Insert name here.
You're on Ironside.
I lost all my notes with the computer refresh.
Oh no!
It
Hang on, let me scroll
is.
back.
It's Iron Blood.
Ivor, that's it.
Ivor Iron Blood.
Trained by Ivor Ironblood in Alderloft. He showed me the way of Gond, and he gave me this, and Gimble reaches down and pulls out the hammer and shows it to the priest.
And there's
My
like a
mom gave me
collective
this.
gasp as everyone around just goes, It's a very fancy hammer you have there, friend. Do you know what this is?
I've got a slight idea. It's been giving me this tugging sensation.
Puberty.
You lot are the worst.
Let me have my moment. Puberty. I can't exactly put my finger on it though. I've been searching for a priest. I really need some answers. I was hoping you could shed some light on this. It seems to almost absorb the power from beasts.
This hammer, and he kind of you can see that he like reaches towards it before he kind of recoils back and points at it instead. This is a very special hammer to our order. This hammer called the Hand of Gond is part religious symbol, part artifact. Very powerful. It itself is instilled with the power of creation. There are only certain people that are actually able to tap into that power, and you seem to be one of those people.
Why though? Like, why me? There's nothing particularly special about me. I've not been a holy man for long. I don't understand the significance of why I have the power to wield this.
Who knows why Gond makes these decisions, but he has obviously seen something in you.
Well, how can I connect with Gond further? I need to get answers to this. I need to understand why he chose me.
Do what Gond does best. Create.
As he says that, Gimble turns back around to look at Duke. And looking at the gauntlets, can we get a description of what they actually are?
Are you going to identify them, or are you just wanting me to...
Well, this is just to Gimble. Like, this is in his mind. As he said create, he's looked back over at the gauntlets. and the thought has, I guess, run through his head of what they are.
I'm not going to tell you unless you're actually going to properly find out. You got access
Gotta go
to
tug on
spells?
them.
I guess I'll have to do it the proper way then. Gimbal walks back over to Duke and runs his hand along the gauntlet, casting detect magic.
Yep. So they have got an aura of evocation magic about them. Drax like, again, continue.
More.
Tell
So
me
they are
more.
definitely magical gauntlets.
Use the spell identify.
That's what I meant. Identify.
Okay. So
Wasted a spell slot.
they are the gloves of the bull. They are +1 gauntlets. So they enhance your unarmed strikes by +1. They also have 3 charges in them that allow you to deal an extra 2d6 damage per charge.
Oh.
If that attack is against an object, you immediately deal maximum damage.
Kai's
if I-
just getting all this down.
So if I target like someone's Bendalee,
Whoa. Can't be a worn object. So you can't like attack someone's shield as they're trying to defend you and break their shield down.
cool. Is that only when I use the charge, or is it all the time?
No, so when you use a charge.
Cool.
So 3 charges, refresh per day.
Are these an actual item or are they homebrew?
Bit of both. I've kind of stolen the idea from the Ring of the Ram, but I've kind of put them into a pair of gloves for you.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Thanks. Gimbal is then going to walk back over to the priest. Thank you, sir. I really appreciate you letting me use your forge and for the information. I'll see you again, I'm sure, as Gimbal turns to walk back towards the Trina Silkspin store.
Before you leave,
Cool.
friend. And he walks over to the back corner. And he grabs a key off the wall and a apron. These are for you. This is now also your temple. You may come and go as you please. You are clearly a man of Gond.
Thank you, friend, as Gimbal bows to accept the key and the thingy.
Apron.
Apron.
Everyone in the temple just claps for accepting a new member.
Gimbal blushes as he's very shy and just hurriedly walks out. It's too much attention for him. He's not used to this.
Duke, you hanging around there? Are you following him out? What are you
No,
doing?
no, I follow him out. Sorry, I'm just trying to fix up.
As we're both walking back to Trina Silkspin's, Gimbal's gonna share the information with Duke about the gauntlets.
Thank you, my friend. They are beautiful. You really do have a craftsman's eye.
Thank you, Duke. Just please treat them well.
I will.
The energy flowing through them, the connection to Gond is significant. I know you'll use them well.
Don't break them.
I will only use them to do the breaking, not to break them.
Lovely. All right. So what is the plan? So it is a new day. You've made your way back to Trina Silk Spins. You've met up with everyone. Everyone is awoken for the morning. What now?
Shrike up, yeah.
No.
Where is Shrike?
He's in the bag.
I look at Gimbal. Let's see. Nori, are you in the bag? Hold on.
No.
No.
Nori's kind of like asleep around the bag with Eek around her. It's like rings.
Do you guys do Gimbal? What was in the bag that Nori had to deal with?
Well, I can't exactly piece it all together. There was this man, Shrike, I think his name was. He was in the store as we got back. He was demanding back the bag from Nori. I don't exactly know how she came into possession of it, but as I went in to talk to him, and he mentioned something about a protege. He knows Nori somehow. I'm not exactly too sure, but he was very upset at the state of the bag. He did, however, mention that he owed a favor to Trina. He said something about helping us find the black market.
Good to know.
That's all I managed to glean from him, though. Nori must know him.
And he's in that bag?
I think so. I haven't seen him since last night.
Can we just say canonically, like all morning, Duke's been eating popcorn?
He's just been walking.
With his new gloves. I'm just like, yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. So he's in the bag?
Gets a new attitude.
I just realized my mic
Oh yeah, the
being
gloves are
muted
cursed. You
as
know,
well.
Valley Girl. Yeah.
Right. Duke walks up to the bag. And
Eek just like immediately like kind of springs and like growls and like surrounds the bag and Nari.
Duke sort of like puffs his chest up. What are you gonna do, worm?
Oh.
Duke
Get
grabs
some
the
new
bag.
gloves and you just get an attitude about you. Jeez.
Eek kind of just like smacks Nori in the arm and she like clutches the bag closer to herself and just like wakes up.
Duke picks the bag up and Nori and goes, I would like to speak to Shrike. I believe it's time to go to the black market.
Is of the morning, Duke. Hello. And that's like Nori hanging onto the bag as Duke says that.
You say it in common or primeval?
In common. That's why it's so broken. Is of the morning.
It's up the morning.
Yes, no time like the present, Nori. We are on a time limit. Arnott is probably already on his way to the black market, and we can't let him get hurt.
Oh yeah.
Wait, he knew where the black market was?
No,
Yeah.
but
His wife's there.
yeah, no one kept up
No.
with him, so I've allowed Judge to abscond with him.
Oh no, his wife is with someone else, but the
Yeah.
thing he
He's
needs for
gonna
his wife is
retrieve
there.
money back from the black market to make sure that his wife and family are safe.
Mm-hmm.
And his dog. I wrote
Yes,
that
his
down
dog.
specifically.
Must save dog. Who cares about wife?
Dog,
Save dog.
dog is written in capital letters. Everything else is lowercase.
Yeah. Nori opens the bag. For Duke.
Duke steps in.
Nori then like shuts the bag and she excitedly goes over to Gimbal. Nori caught the Duke.
Immortus Chapels. I don't think you could ever fully capture Duke Nori.
Renvard's still sleeping.
Like lightning in a bottle.
So inside the bag,
Still eating popcorn.
Shrike has attempted to clean up a little bit, so it's not as bad as it once was. Things are kind of now in piles of
Fucked. Not as
stuff.
fucked.
Yeah. Half salvageable at one end, and there's just a pile of burnt timber up another. He's lying on the floor with the blanket over him, asleep still.
Duke walks over and just like stands over him and looks at him for like a minute. Does he move?
No.
He's dead.
Duke sort of like nudges him with his boot.
He kind of grunts and rolls over.
Time to wake up.
Okay. He hasn't met you yet, has he?
Nope.
Nah.
No. Excellent. Can you give me a dexterity saving throw?
Sure. Let's use. What's this one?
What's this one? Is this the microwaved one?
I dropped it. We're not using that one.
Nah, you dropped that. That's in that one.
6.
6. Nowhere near enough. As his eyes spring awake and he kind of flicks himself around and trips you over as he stands up.
There's no air in Duke's lungs, so I just land on the
Thud.
ground.
He draws his 2 short swords and stands with his back against the bedpost. Who are you and what are you doing in my home?
I'm Duke, and this is Nori's bag.
No, this is my bag that Nori is holding on to. Now again, well, why are you here?
How do you know my daughter?
What are your intentions in that? Duke says, it's time to go. Trina said you were helping us.
Yeah, you're okay. I know who you are now. He doesn't put his swords away.
That's fine. I stand up.
I still need time.
How much? What
As long
for?
as it takes. How long have I got?
Less than a day.
Less than a day. That seems a little bit quick.
It's rubbish.
We're on a time crunch here, man.
Yes. And I don't think the auctions are tomorrow, right?
I don't know when they are.
You
We
do,
usually get
but
them
anyway.
before. Oh, I do? When are the auctions?
We did have a time limit on it. I
None.
believe, unless someone wants to correct me on this, we're still 3 days out from when the auctions will take place.
I don't
When
know.
was it mentioned?
Ramvar's
How many
asleep.
days ago?
Because I'm pretty sure it was like a week from when you left the farm? Possibly?
Keep going and I'll correct you when I find it.
Perfect. I'm gonna need time. I've been put onto this like yesterday. I'm good, but I'm not that good. Anywho, you've still got to hold up your part of the deal from what Trina was saying.
Right. That bitch needs to leave the city.
Trina? No.
No, the other one.
Ah, yeah. Ugh, her. Ugh.
Right.
So you do your job, I'll do mine.
As long as your job isn't moping around here, the place is a bit messy.
Kind of sniffles back and thank you for reminding me.
Right.
Now, if you don't mind,
How do I get out of this?
the same way you would get out of any room, use the door. And he points towards a door.
He like starts walking towards the door, turns around and goes, but it's a bag. Opens the door and like steps through.
Yeah, so you are now just out of the bag.
Cool.
He's into the out now.
I didn't write a time.
Yeah, I think this is the first time we've been told about a time.
Okay. So 3 days.
Cool.
3 days.
Following behind you, Duke, Shrike now comes out of the bag as well. All right, well, and kind of stretches as he's walking past you all. Seems like I've got some recon work to do. Best of luck with your job, and I shall see you later. Keep a hold of that bag for me, Nori.
Nori steps to go with Shrike.
Up,
Shrike.
you've got a job to do.
Shrike. Be good.
Not yet.
Oh, damn. Okay, I'm done.
And Shrike kind of turns around and walks out.
Ooh.
Okay. Where do we go to from here?
Let's pot.
We go to Water Pass.
Yep. All right. Why don't I go?
Oh, that's my
And-
bad. West pot's the inner circle. The entrance to the inner circle.
Wait,
We
what?
want-
Are we okay? D.
He'll live.
Yeah, we're good.
Okay. So, where you are is here. Nope, wrong one. This one.
Where are we looking? Aha!
On stream.
On
Wait
stream.
30 seconds.
Where the worried. Oh fuck! I thought it was fur like FUR, not fur as in tree.
I spelt it out.
I can't.
So you need to cross not only one of the walls,
Oh,
but into the second ring,
she's
Okay,
in the
cool.
bougie area.
into Water Pass.
What is wrong with this?
I don't know, you break it, bro.
I don't know. You're touching it and it's making noise.
Yeah.
Wow. Nari turns to Duke. And then she looks for the Trina. Is Trina in her shop?
Yep, Trina's hanging out in the back area as she's working on some more garments.
Nori kind of leans into the back area. And goes, Miss Clothes Lady.
This clothes lady.
And then
Yes, small
she looks,
fish girl.
Look nice. Get to inner circle.
Suppose you would need to look a bit nicer than that.
She smiles.
Very well, you may take an outfit each to help you on your way.
Nice outfit acquired.
You may all pick something out or describe as to what you would like your character to wear.
Nothing.
Just stride through just in the nud, straight to the inner circle.
So Gimbal is wearing a yellow sundress that is on top of his chainmail.
Oh my god.
Perfect. So you can either tell me what you want now, or I can have a think on it and we can say that's what you...
I mean,
have.
Renvar kind of just cut a hole in his shirt, like in his outfit as well.
as she's saying you may have an outfit, you're there just like poking your finger through.
Finger, I've got my whole hand through it.
That's
All
your
right.
armhole, dear.
Just wait. Judge, I know what Renvar wants to wear. Hang on, I'm sending you
He's
the
Googling
image.
it.
No, I'm
No.
sending you the image on Discord. I have it ready to go.